and they trolls. They're trying to get their lawyers. They're trying to put lawsuits on these companies.
Green, man.
Meanwhile, what they're trying to do
is what I like to hear, brother.
So we don't take advantage of the cannabis stock resurrection. That's really what's going on. That's the truth.
One of those days to celebrate.
And I'm out.
One of those days to celebrate the green. Celebrate the green gold.
I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. Shortest can't take us down, it's the time to buy and put your money in, let the profits maximize. We the people stay true, we don't stand for lies. Canada, we the leader for the legalized. Herb be the cure for all the sick and all the broken. We wanted this for years and they thought we were joking. Nah. We were always patient. Cannabis for you and me and all the nations. So all my brothers and all my sisters, go on and light it up. Go on and take it to the head when the times are tough. I know we buying in the red, that's the sign of luck. But don't panic, we gotta manage, the time is us. And I don't care for the lefts and all the market makers. But I swear they nuts, I call them salty haters. Big pharma trying to get him for a piece of it. Because they know the medication, we don't believe in it. I'm so happy it's over, all the prohibition. And now we here, it's Rich TV, the coalition. There's no locking or stopping because we on a mission. Teach the people they spreading lies, it's a contradiction.
You want to make money, invest in the top cannabis stocks in Canada and the United
Green
States.
Day, Green Day, Green Day,
The best is blessed. This is your boy Rich.
Green Day.
If you're winning, you're not watching. This is a cannabis stock revolution. It's true. Get ready for the resurrection. I'm out. Peace.
Green Day.
Let's open up scenarios. Wolf of Wall Street, and I ain't talking about DiCaprio. The man predicted markets. He knew it was going to explode. He knew it was making money, and he knew to crash your homes. Oh, yeah, these are the big boys. He also predicted the crash of Bitcoins. That's a big short. Stop acting like a big dork. I'ma get this pie, no lie. I need a big fork. I know about the tactics. The short is making money off the people's back. It's horseshit. I'm telling you, take caution. Everything is so corporate. I'm trying to make enough money to give to all the poor kids. And that is what the herb is for. Helping people feed the poor. All we need is life, so stop thinking that all you need is more. And now we here, but our past, yeah, we can't forget. It's time to grow, and you know we getting out of debt. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life. We can all get high. I'ma spread my wings, I'ma feel alright. One day we gon' fly, we gon' make this money, we gon' live our life.
The day's coming.
We can all get high.
I promise you, the day's
I'ma spread
coming.
my wings, I'ma feel alright.
The real Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Jordan Belfort believes in cannabis stocks. The new Wolf of Wall Street loves cannabis stocks. Rich TV Live loves and believes in cannabis stocks. The question is, do you believe in cannabis stocks, and will you achieve ultimate wealth through the cannabis stock revolution? It's true.
So the big news of the day, cannabis stocks exploded today. Thank you guys for being here. What's up, Five Finger Limited? What's up, Rain Bands? What's up, Peter? Five Finger says, what's up, Full Alert? I am green. Hey, man, it's good to see you green, man. I'm happy when you guys are green. Rain Band says, hi, Rich. CGC has a new CEO, huh? Yeah, we know that CGC has a new CEO, and I think the CEO is going to do a very good job. So this is great news for Canopy growth, and this is great news for the entire sector. And he's a CFO. You know, he was the CFO of Constellation Brands. And I listened to the interview with Bruce Linton today, and he spoke very highly of the new CEO. So I think it's going to be a good thing. I think that, this is a good step for the sector. The sector needed this. The sector needed this. They needed some consistency. They needed a decision to be made. Ever since Bruce has been fired, Canopy's been going down. So it was nice to see a new CEO come in and the stock go up 14%. It's what we needed. It's not just what we wanted, it's what we needed. And it's good to see the shorts get squeezed. Even yesterday, I was talking about my new number one pick for 2020, innovative industrial properties, which I think could go up 10x in the future. Guys, IIPR, man. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it. And there was someone in our group chat yesterday saying he's going to short IIPR. Then afterwards, he goes, no, I won't short IIPR. He's like, they're actually a good company, good pick. I'm like, okay, so you like my pick now. But at first, you wanted to short it. Then he started saying, his name was actually Ricardo Cortez. I haven't forgot. If he's here, I'd love to talk to him. Because then he said he was going to short Aurora, which was up 7% today, I believe. And he was going to short Canopy Growth, which was up 14% today. So Ricardo Cortez, show yourself, man. Where's the shorts at? They only come out when the stocks are down. Have you noticed that? Gutless. Come out, wherever you are. You guys are like bullies. You only come out when you win. When you lose, I don't hear a peep. Not a peep from the shorts when they lose. But when they win, oh my goodness. Everybody's got to know. Everybody's got to know when they win. But when they lose, silence. Let me get to some of you guys' messages here. Thank you guys for joining me here on a Monday evening, wherever you are in the world. It is 4:30 here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Oh, Five Finger Limited says, thank you, CGC. 823 shares of CGC up 26%. Good job. Good job, Five Finger Limited. That's what I like talking about, man. You were talking about buying the dip, and you got rewarded. And you bought the LeBron James of cannabis stocks. I've been saying since day one, Canopy Growth is the LeBron James of cannabis stocks. Now they got Drake. Now they got a new CEO. Things are falling into place, man. Five Finger Limited says, Bruce Linton said they couldn't have been a better pick. He is supporting the pick. Yeah, I heard that. He spoke very highly of him. He said that every time he dealt with Constellation Brands as the CEO of Canopy Growth, he dealt with this gentleman. So congratulations to Canopy Growth on finding their new CEO. It's true. Canopy Growth has found a new CEO, and we've been waiting for a long time for David Klein to be named the new CEO of Canopy Growth. And hopefully this will be a start of a massive resurrection in the cannabis sector, because it's not just the new CEO. We've got edibles that'll be on the shelves in a week. We got cannabis infused beverages. And yeah, let's say they don't start in December. Let's say they start first week of January, second week of January. It's coming. It's coming. It cannot be denied. It cannot be denied. Peter says NYSE SPCE. You like that pick? SPCE. Five Finger Limited says, I did not sell rich. I have a really tight stop loss, though. Yeah, don't lose those profits, brother. You're up 26%. It's a nice little hit right there on 1,000 shares. Happy Monday, Ryan. Quentin Simmons says, Rich, look at DRVD. Driven Deliveries, Inc. Wow. Crazy. They're up 25% today. They're now at $1.60. Damn. Damn. Nice move there. Wow. From 50 cents to $1.60. Shoot. December 4th, it was at 55 cents. What? Now it's at $1.60? Yo, DRVD, eh? Just went up $1. Wow. Missed it, man. That one hurts. Phase 649 says, hi, Rich. Hi, Rich. First time commenter. Appreciate all the news. All the best. Go Leafs, go. Yeah, let's go Leafs, baby. Let's go Leafs, man. Even though I live in Vancouver, I'm a Toronto boy from the 6. And they're playing the Vancouver Canucks tomorrow, so it should be interesting. Yeah, man. DRVD, man. It's on fire. Five Finger Limited says CGC is the leader. Yeah, as Bruce Linton has said, they are the leader as far as technology, as far as patents, as far as global presence, as far as money in the bank. They're a leader in a lot of areas. DS says, Rich, can you give us a quick overview of IIPR? I've never heard of them. Yeah, so Innovative Industrial Properties is essentially a REIT, a real estate investment trust for cannabis companies, and it makes money by buying, selling, and renting properties for the cannabis sector specifically. I like the fact that they pay a dividend. I believe it's around 4.6%, if correct about that. Last time if I can remember correctly, I'm looking at so many stocks. There's very tight float. I believe is only under 12 million shares issued outstanding, and they are profitable. That's why they're able to pay a dividend. So I'm a big fan of IIPR, and I've been doing a lot of research, and some of the top stock pickers in America are predicting that IIPR will go up 10x. So I've decided to make them my number one pick for 2020, and they've been a very successful pick for 2019. So I don't see any reason why they don't explode in 2020. Nilaven says, what reason will weed stock go now? Because edibles are legal? Well, I mean, you got to understand, the sector's only growing. We're only been legal for a year. So it's going to get bigger naturally. It's going to continue to take market share from the black market naturally. On top of that, there's new stores opening up all across Canada. Up to 1,000 in 2020 just in Ontario. So that's going to generate tons of more revenue across the board. So you have to take all of that into consideration. Then you got to take into consideration legalization in America. That's a massive catalyst. They just had a vote at the House level for the Safe Banking Act, which was passed. They passed the first vote. They had a vote passed 2410 for the MORE Act. So there's a lot of catalysts that are coming for this newly regulated, newly legalized sector, which will only get bigger and will only get better. Hai Huang says, Constellation's going to buy out CGC for $7 billion. Yeah, I think they will. I think that's obvious. They just took their guy, their CFO, and made him the CEO. I think we know what's coming next. Rain Ban says, Cancellation Brands owns a 38% stake in Canopy. What if Canopy decided to sell back all of those stakes? I think that you're going to see Constellation Brands take over Canopy. I think that's what's going to happen. How you doing, Rob? Five Finger Limited says, have you heard of White Claw? All-time record sales. Drinks are number one. Monster drink number 1, energy drink, CGC will have the best drinks. And that's what Bruce was talking about. Bruce is saying that he believes that they're going to be ready for edibles and cannabis-infused beverages. So I'm going to be interested to see how that goes. And he said he's still a shareholder, and all he's converted is some options. Cody Olson says, hey, everyone, hit the like button for Rich. Thank you, Cody. Hi Huang says, gonna buy 2K shares for IIPR. Wow, that's big. Holy moly. Five Finger Limited says, Driven Deliveries Inc. Interesting, added to watch list. Yeah, man, they flew. $1 in like 3 trading days. From 55 cents to $1.60. It's crazy. I didn't even notice it. It's nuts. Hi Hoang says, selling my Canopy at a 30% gain. That's amazing. Great work. Hi Hoang says, I like 10x. Yeah, I can't guarantee 10x. I'm just telling you what some experts are predicting. So I did my research and I think that they look good. I think that they're positioned in America and they're already priced at a very high price. And I feel like a lot of those things are baked in. The market is all knowing. And I think that they're one that we could see go back over 100. I think that they could go back over 100 and beyond with a tight float like they do, with the fact that they pay a dividend, the fact that they're profitable. I think they're going to attract a lot of investment. I'm not suggesting you go out and buy any of these stocks. I think cannabis stocks are very risky. I think there's a lot of volatility involved. You got to be very careful. But if you do want to buy cannabis stocks, you should start with investing in the ones that are actually profitable and the ones that actually have money in the bank. Companies like Kronos Group and Canopy Growth, those are the 2 companies that both have billions in the bank. Don't forget that. Kronos Group and Canopy Growth are the only 2 right now that have billions in the bank. Hi Hoang says they started at $20 IIPR, high of 139. Will it drop to 40? Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. I'm not suggesting you go out and buy it today. It could come back down like we've seen Tilray come down. But this company has a much tighter float than Tilray, and these guys are actually more profitable than Tilray right now. So we'll see. You know, you don't typically pay a dividend unless you're profitable. So they must have a very profitable business model. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to maintain paying out a dividend. Hey, Dylan, how you doing, man? Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. The Rich TV live show. We are live. We are interactive. I just funded my Forex trading account for the first time today. I'm going to be trading Forex. I'm pretty excited. First time in my life, starting with 200 US. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to start trading and learning Forex. So when the markets are closed, I can trade Forex and crypto. And I've got professional traders that are going to be calling out trades, and I can literally just copy trade them. And I'm going to be sharing my results with you guys. So stay tuned. Hey, thanks for being here, brother. And thank you for your videos, man. I really appreciate your videos. Did you guys see the video from Avon from Planet 13 today? So I have a Planet 13 video, which is pretty cool, man. So I'm pretty excited. We're getting videos from the US. We're getting videos from Canada, from you, the membership. It's unbelievable. And I apologize if I haven't posted the videos yet, guys. It's not because I'm not going to post the videos. There's so many videos. And there's so much content right now to post. I have videos for Forex that I haven't posted. I got things I just want to talk about. There's just not enough hours in the day to post everything. So I will get to all your guys' videos. Just keep sending them to me, and I promise I will post them. Thank you guys for the videos, though. You guys are amazing. I'm honestly, I feel blessed, man. I feel really blessed to have a community like you guys. It's crazy. Like, I'm getting videos every day now from you guys. Dylan's giving me like, I don't know how many videos, Dylan. I still have videos. It's crazy, bro. You guys are nuts. So please keep sending me those videos. I don't care if you're in Canada, the United States, another country. If you're testing a product, a cannabis product, don't get yourself in trouble. Make sure it's a legal area, legal jurisdiction, and send me a video. I'd love to post it for our community to watch from all over the world. And I know right now those videos are not getting a lot of views, but I don't care. To me, this is about the content. I don't care. Reefer Aljoin says, I'm going to watch the Planet 13 video. And, you know, a lot of people are hating on my members and saying, yo, I don't like the way your camera action is. And, you know, bad camera action. And I'm like, listen, man, I love the videos. I don't even care if the videos are not perfect. I don't care if there's mistakes. I like the raw footage. Truly, I like the raw footage. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Call me crazy, but I enjoy being the guy that's not in the studio. Because one day we're going to be in the studio. I know it. And it's going to be a suit and tie. And there'll be all kinds of things in the background. Canopy growth chart and Chronos group chart and Apple chart and Facebook chart and sports and trending topics. And yo, shout out to Juicy World, man. Rest in peace, brother. Juicy World, man. Crazy world, man. We live in a crazy world. 21-year-old kid dying of a seizure. Crazy, man. Shout out to Juicy World, man. Made some great music, man. Made some great music. It's crazy. We live in a crazy world, man. Tomorrow's not guaranteed to anybody. Tomorrow's not guaranteed to anybody. Hi Hoang says, yeah, I wonder how Rivers is doing. Did they gain 13%? No, they didn't. They didn't actually gain anything today. What's up, Reefer? I'll join. Good to see you, brother. Franco says, yes, good video, Planet 13. Crazy place. I was in a dispensary Friday in Toronto. They had ACB, Hexo, T-God, and they said Hexo drinks will be arriving soon. Yeah, man. We're a week away. Some companies will be ready next week. Some companies will be ready. Reefer Aljoin says, that intro into Planet 13 off the hook. I know, man. It's amazing to see these videos, man. Smoking559 says, Rich, what's up? It was a good day today. Is this the resurrection? Well, I called the bottom November 18th, right? I called the bottom November 18th. So we've been going up since that day. So I think we correctly predicted the bottom was November 18th. I did say that I believe the beginning of the resurrection with this. Did I say resurrection? The beginning of the resurrection would be December 27th. That was my prediction. But if it's today, even better. If it's today, even better. Reefer Aljoin says, yeah, we're stoners. Yeah, if you got one, light them up, roll them up, spark it up. Neurosis, how you doing, brother? Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here, Neurosis. Trying to catch up some of your guys' messages here. Franco says, not sure the community is aware, but Chronos has the rights to MedMan stores in Canada. Really? Interesting. I wonder if that means that Chronos is going to acquire MedMan. That would be a nice acquisition. Franco says, hi, Rich. Why don't you think Rivers rally with Canopy today? I think Rivers needs to generate revenue. And Rivers is not on the level of Canopy. So until Rivers actually starts generating revenue, I don't think we're going to see Rivers do much of anything. I think a lot of these companies need to do something. They can't just keep riding off the coattails of everybody else. So I think that's why. They didn't hire a new CEO. Canopy did. Dylan Fraser says Kron should go after Medman right now. I think maybe that's what they're planning on doing. They have a lot of money. Wouldn't be a bad idea, but then they would have to, acquire all that debt? I don't know. I mean, maybe they can acquire that debt and just liquidate it in the market. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how that works. Joshua says XLY has agreement to sell Cannabis 2.0 products at all provinces except Quebec. I know, but XLY, same thing. They need to build their revenue and they need to become profitable. Ross Fleming says, what's up, Rich? Planet 13 looks fun, man. I have to go one day. They will get bigger. I like Planet 13. That's a stock I want to buy, and that's a place I want to go. I want to go when they have a pool and they have a club, and I want to just live stream right from Planet 13. That's my goal. Thank you guys for smashing the like. I appreciate you guys and all your support. Franco says dispensary in Toronto was very busy, small place, but busy for Friday night. Lots of pot smokers in the T-Dot. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Elad, what's up, brother? Rich TV Live Shop. Guys, go and support Rich TV Live Shop, richtvshop.com. That's our boy Elad. That's a community member who's taken his time, his effort, his money, and started a store for the Rich TV Live community, man. Literally, any idea you guys can think of, we'll put it on a shirt. You guys came up with the idea that we should come up with a shirt saying, we survived the cannabis crash of 2019. We came up with the shirt, man. So, we're down, man. We're down. We're down to do this with you guys, man. We're down to do this with you guys through and through. I want to build with you guys. I want you guys to be a part of the show. You guys send me videos, I'll post your videos. They're not perfect. I don't care. I like your guys' videos. I appreciate your guys' videos. I know how hard it is to make videos. I do them every day. So when you guys take your time out of your vacations, out of your day, and you make a video and you send it to me, that means so much. It means so much. And I don't think a lot of people understand. It means a lot. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, it really means a lot. It's humbling to have people send you videos. Rich TV Shop, Elad says, made money on Meta thanks to Rich TV's video. Hey, man. Thank you, bro. Glad that you won, man. That's the most important thing, man, is members are winning. And I've told you guys, man, some of my hottest picks. 5G stocks, Bitcoin, IIPR, TrueLeaf, profitable companies, Labs, Valens Growworks, companies that are going to have a future. Vireo Health, which was up today because of Bruce Linton, they are going to have a future. Investing in companies with a future. Investing in companies that have the potential to explode. This is what we want to do, right? As a community, this is what we want to do, right? So let's do it. Let's do it better than everybody else. And I'm trying to become a better trader, trying to learn more about crypto trading, Forex trading, more technical analysis, more strategies that I can educate myself and bring it back to the community. And hopefully we can win even more. And that's why I'm going outside of my own education and I'm finding experts that are giving me picks like IIPR. They're telling me to buy Bitcoin. This is what the experts are saying. They're telling me to buy 5G. And a lot of the experts are saying that we're going to have a melt up, a market melt up, meaning the markets are going to keep going even higher. So this is what I'm hearing on the street. So we need to be ready because 2020 could be the best year of our lives. And if 2019 wasn't your best year, 2020 could be your best year you've ever had. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is having the best year of my life in 2020. And whatever 2019 is and whatever it was, it's going to be gone in 3 weeks regardless. So we got to be thinking about 2020 and how we're going to position ourselves to win. That's what I'm focused on. Rocklin Holmes says, bro, who knows what's going on anymore? I mean, we are in a crazy time in history where the stock market's at an all-time high, and a lot of people keep saying it's going to go down, but it keeps going higher. So if it's going to keep going higher, we need to take advantage of that. That's for sure. Okay. Now, at some point, it will come down. I don't believe it's going to happen anytime soon, because a lot of people also predicted a recession and a crash earlier this year. And I was saying no recession and no crash, and there was no recession and there was no crash. And I've been saying it all year. But I've seen tons of people make videos about recessions, crashes. There's been no recession. There's been no crash. Just saying, there's been no recession and there's been no crash. What recession and what crash? Tell me. Let me know. Franco says, did you see the new article on ACB today saying they won't be cash flow positive until 2021 now? Really? That was a press release? Or was it an article? That didn't come from ACB. I don't know if I agree with that. Dylan Fraser says, waiting for that roast and toast coffee mugs. Nice. That sounds pretty cool. Five Finger Limited says, a buddy of mine came over yesterday with some really good bud. He gave me a sample. I put it with the rest. I have enough samples from my friends for a year. Never paid for any of it. Oh, wow. You got some good friends, bro. Dylan Fraser says, I'm a buyer when those come out, but have to say, one of Rich's slogans, it's true. Full alert, something. Headshot, invest in the best. The best is blessed, something. You want one of those sayings on the shirt? I mean, we can create any shirt we want. I can tell Elad and we can make it happen. He has stores where he makes shirts and clothing. And go and support him, guys, if you're ever in San Antonio. And I believe he has another store in Alberta. Jason says, I hope the end of 2020 is good. Early 2020, I don't mind this market. I don't think we can go much lower from here. Brian says, what do you think of Xena, Rich? I think they're trying to shake the tree to get retail to sell their shares for cheap. Xena's been a huge nightmare in 2019. I'm kind of turning a new chapter. I have shares, going to hold them. And in 2020, I'm going to be investing more in bigger companies with revenue, companies that are profitable, companies that the institutions would buy. I'm not going to really be too much interested in investing in these smaller companies because it just hasn't worked out well for me investing in the smaller companies in 2019. So I want to learn from this, and I want to start really investing more in the big boys. I want to buy Tesla. I want to buy Facebook. I want to buy, American Express, Visa, MasterCard. There's a lot of companies I want to buy. And I want to buy IIPR. I want to buy GW Pharma. I want to buy Scott's Miracle-Gro. I want to buy more of the bigger players and kind of step away from the smaller ones and, still position myself in companies like Aurora and Afria and Canopy Growth, but just understand the risks involved when I'm doing it because the cannabis sector is highly volatile and I'm already deeply involved. And 2019 has been a nightmare. It has. So we need to be careful. We need to learn from it. And as an investor, as an entrepreneur, I need to learn from this crash of 2019. And I never want to forget about it. That's why we're making t-shirts. We're never going to forget about it. Dylan Fraser says, see, New Wave Esports was up 25% today. No, I didn't see that, but I know that they were down heavily. So eventually they had to find the floor. And that's why we need to be patient. We need to date stocks. We need to watch them for a while and try to find the bottom. When you buy any stock, there's a top and there's a bottom. If you're buying the top, be very careful. If you're buying the bottom, you have a better chance of winning. But you got to make sure if you're buying the bottom, they're a great company that's making money, that has assets on the balance sheet, cash in the bank, little to no debt. The more debt a company has, the more likely something bad could happen. And that's something that I've really come to realize in the cannabis sector in 2019. And I want to make that a big part of my academy and my own trading strategy moving forward in 2020 and beyond, because I want to continue to develop and mature as an investor. And I want our community to continue to develop and mature as investors. And I believe we have, and I believe we will continue to develop and mature and get better. That's why we've got the Forex Trading Academy now. We're going to be launching a options trading academy and a lot more educational tools to help our members win. We can put anything you want on a coffee mug. We have coffee mugs that say don't panic, invest in the best. Our coffee mugs already have all that. If you guys go to richtvshop.com, you'll see we have all of that there. We have quite a lot of product there. Elad's put a lot of time and effort building this store. Mario Nicolas says, RIP Juice Fam. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man. Juicy world. Rest in peace, man. This kid's dying way too young, man. Don, what's up, brother? I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm going to be launching my Forex trading today for the first time. I just funded my account, and I'm excited to start trading Forex and crypto. And I'll be doing that late night, so it doesn't affect my schedule, and kind of excited about learning something new. I like Nokia. I like 5G, and Nokia is one of my picks that I'm really going to be looking into, and they're down, so I like the fact that they're down. So definitely going to be buying Nokia. Definitely going to be buying Nokia. Chuck says, we went from a shortage situation to now overstock. My understanding is that concentrates will help move this overstock. However, do have a sense of ratios required to produce these. Yeah, I think that you're going to go through different stages. We'll be fine. We're not going to have any problems. Rain Bond says, I agree with you, Rich. Only invest in bigger multi-billion mid-cap companies. Only list on NASDAQ or NYSE. Jason says, Leafs are going down. Go Canucks. Join us, Rich TV. Yeah, it's going to be good. Listen, man, I got no hate for the Canucks. If the Leafs aren't winning, I'll cheer for the Canucks. But, I'm a Leafs fan. But if the Canucks are in the playoffs, I'll cheer for the Canucks. I don't want them to lose. I don't hate on the Canucks. I don't hate on any Canadian team, actually. I don't hate on anything or anybody. But I actually support the Canadian teams because I like to see a Canadian team win a Stanley Cup because it's been like a really long time. But, I was born in Toronto. I'm from the 6, so I bleed blue and white. It's just the way it is. And, if they suck, they suck. If they're good, they're good. I think they got one of the most talented teams in the league, but they just don't win. So they got a lot of work to do, the Leafs. It's tough. It's tough being a Leafs fan right now. Even the Raptors, they're going through a little tough time right now, too. Thank you, Don. Hope you're having a blessed night, too, buddy. Franco says, Kronos established a joint venture with MedMan, one of the most recognized cannabis retail brands, to create MedMan Canada. This partnership holds the exclusive license to the MedMan trademark. So what do you think that means? I did look at CLVS, and they were doing well. Good pick, bro. What'd you guys think of my new pick today, Solo? You guys see my new pick, Solo? What do you guys think? Electric car. The Solo electric car. I like the idea. I think it could be something that could be huge in Europe. I think it could be huge in Asia. I love the idea of small vehicles, small electric vehicles. I think that's the future. I like the price point, 18,500. Love to know what you guys think. And after I talked about it pre-market, it actually exploded. So it was nice to see it go up. It was actually really nice to see it go up. I like that. I like it when I talk about a stock and then it goes up. Just like I talked about Meta last week and it went up. So, we take a lot of pride in trying to bring you guys good companies and doing the research so that hopefully we can bring you companies that are going to do well. And I want to focus more on big board companies and big board stocks. I know there's a big focus in our community with cannabis stocks. I'm always going to talk about the cannabis stocks because I love the cannabis sector. So I'm always going to be deeply rooted and deeply involved and deeply invested. But we need to also diversify. Solo was up 13% today. It went from 197 when I started talking about it pre-market, closed at 195, 191 on Friday, went to 197 pre-market. When I started talking about it, it was already up. Then it went to 217. And now after market, it's up to 220, up another 1.38%. So it's up about 15% since I brought you guys this pick. Solo, small electric vehicles. They go 80 miles per hour and you'll get 100 miles on a 3-hour charge. $18,500. And it's just for one person. It's a tiny little car. It's good for parking. It's a tiny little thing. It's a tiny little thing. Kevin says, make sure to keep us updated. Hope the Forex goes well, my guy. Yeah, I'm really excited about learning. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to slowly learn because I want to build a business. I want to build a Forex and crypto trading academy and an options trading academy where our students can plug in and get training. It's very important to me. It's important to our community that we get training so that we win. I don't want people losing money. I do not like it when people lose money. And 2019 has been a very weird year because the broader market has exploded. Gold is up, oil is up, everything in the broader market is up, but 5G is down and cannabis stocks are down. I believe that cannabis stocks will rebound. I believe that 5G will explode. I believe that Bitcoin will explode. And there's a lot of catalysts that are coming in all of those sectors, which are all part of the stock market. And I believe that the stock market will also explode. And I have a lot of other experts that are making these predictions that are much bigger and more successful than me. So I'm going to take my swings. I'm going to get involved in all of these sectors. I'm going to get very well diversified for 2020. And I'm still going to keep talking about cannabis stocks, but I want to talk about everything. I want to be well diversified in every single sector and keep educating myself and becoming more knowledgeable about all the different methods of investing. Had a bad crash, hit a highway police in one of the cars. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't even hear anything about that. But accidents are going to happen. Those things are going to happen. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you're going to have cars crash, So what do you do? Right? I mean, Elon Musk thought that his window wouldn't break and it broke. And he's still getting record sales. So at the end of the day, electric vehicles is the future. People are going to continue to buy them. And there's some crazy statistics that essentially are stating that in the next 20 years, at least 50% of the world is going to be driving electric vehicles. That's nuts. Just saying. Kevin says a good market for those cars in Toronto. I think that the whole world is a good market for those cars. I think the Solo is brilliant. They've got a Roadster, so they've got 3 vehicles that they're building. So I think that they're going to be a pretty cool company. They got no debt and they got 16 million in the bank, and they're going to start selling in 2020, and they're going to launch in California. California is a great market for electric vehicles. $18,500 vehicle in California with millions of people buying them for their friends, their family, their wives, their kids. I don't know, man. I think it's going to fly. I think it's going to fly. The price point, the fact it's really small, the fact that it's great because you don't spend any, it's fully electric. You don't spend any money on gas at all. You get 100 miles. You get, it takes 3 hours to charge it, 18,500, and it's just one person carrier car, electric vehicle. I mean, I think it's going to fly. It was an auto drive car that crashed? Oh, that's crazy. Gail says there's been several electric Tesla cars that have been wrecked that way from people sleeping on autopilot. Can you imagine people sleeping while they're driving? That just does not seem like a very smart thing to do. Five Finger Limited says the guy was looking at his dog in the back seat. Yeah, it's probably not the smartest thing to do when you're driving. That'll usually end up in some type of an accident. Typically, when you're looking in the back seat, when you're driving like this, it's not going to work very well for you. This is, whenever I get in a car, you ever get in a car and then there's a guy, like you sit in the back seat and the driver's talking to you like this, and you're like, you don't need to talk to me. Like, you can focus on the roads. Yeah, I don't like those situations. Ross Fleming says, is this a buying opportunity for Radiant Technology? I think there's a lot of buying opportunities out there right now. I think there really is. I think there's a lot of buying opportunities in the cannabis sector. But at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to revenue. Radiant Technologies is going to report a huge growth in revenue. So we need to be ready. But they're still not reporting for a while. So could go lower between now and then, because what will be the catalyst between now and then? That's the big thing. Five Finger Limited says you are still supposed to watch what is going on. Yeah, I mean, you're driving. Just because it has autopilot doesn't mean you should go to sleep at the wheel. Like, what the hell? It's madness. That scares me, man. I don't want people falling asleep at the wheel when I'm driving with my kids and stuff. Like, that's scary stuff. That's just straight scary. Gordon O'Brien says more than 50% of the world lives off $2 a day. It's true. It's crazy when you think about that. Take what you have here and go to that part of the world and you're king. You're king. Because that's only $700 a year. Take what you have here, go to those countries and live like a king. That's what a lot of people do. Thank you guys for the 34 likes. I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys. Best community right here, right now. Great to see the cannabis stocks going up today. Lots of gainers today. Lots and lots and lots of gainers. My heart will always bleed for the cannabis sector. Even though I'm going to be diversifying and investing in everything and literally talking about everything on the show, more so in 2020 than just cannabis, my heart will always bleed for cannabis because I just love the plant and what it is, what it represents, what it can do to help people. And I believe in it. I truly believe in it. And as an enthusiast that's been around it for so many years, growing up around Canada, where cannabis is a part of the fabric of our society, I just really believe in the movement, and I want to be a part of the movement. But we need to be smart with our money and not just throw it in cannabis stocks like gambling. We need to be smarter, all of us, myself included, and not think that, things can't go wrong. Because clearly what I've learned in 2019 is a lot of things can go wrong. So Vireo Health up 8.7%. Green Thumb, love Green Thumb, up 8%. CV Sciences up 7%. Charlotte's Web up 7%. Acreage Holdings up 6%. Origin House up 4%. Cresco Labs up 4%. Canna Royalty up 4%. Curaleaf up 3%. In America, those are the winners. And in Canada, Canada had a much better day than America today, up 4% at the marijuana index. Nice day across the board. Nice jump in the sector, led by Canopy Growth Corp on the news of the new CEO joining the company. Finally, Meta, I brought you guys Meta last week. National Access Cannabis, congratulations to anyone who profited on that. They're up 11% today. Hexo, one that I own. Oh, Hexo over $3, finally. Good to see. Hexo up 8% at $3.03. Aurora Cannabis up 7.79%, $3.46. Such a cheap price for Aurora. It's crazy. CanTrust at 91 cents, up 7.77% in America. CTST. Afria up 7.63%, now up to $5.08 in America. The Flower Corporation at $2.25, up 7%. Fire. Wow, Fire's all the way down to 67 cents, up 6%. Tilray climbing back to 20, $19.20, up 5%. The Green Organic Dutchman at 83 cents, up 3%. Kronos Group, $6.96, up 3%. Oxley was up 3%. OGI was up 3%. Delta 9 was up 2%. Balance Grow Works was up 1%. Rivers was down slightly. TerraSend was down 2%. Fire and Flower down 2%. Zenabis down 2%. And Neptune Wellness down 3%. See if there's anything else I'm missing. Sundial. Sundial had a nice day, guys. SNDL was up 17%. Wow. And DRVD was up 25%. Green Lane was up 3%. I think we got them pretty much all covered. Don says you can't even buy a glass of water for $2. Not with any ice anyway. Oh, you guys make me laugh, man. Ryan says, agreed, man. I was crazy and put it all into MJ. Yeah, man, we have to diversify. We cannot do that. And we need to be smarter with our money, myself included. We'll be a stronger community because of it. Gail Belaz says, they found cannabis in Egypt tombs. I'm not surprised, man. Cannabis has been here, man. It's going to be here. It was here before us. It's going to be here after us. It's all good, Don. Don't worry. Ryan Hannon says, someday over the rainbow, when I can get back to even, I will definitely be diversifying. Hopefully you can get there soon. think we got a lot of catalysts coming, and I think 2020 is going to be a very big year for a lot of stocks. So we need to be ready. Gary Bissonette says, CGC made me hit the like button. Damn ACB. Believe Hexo Xena 48 North. Well, at least something made you hit the like button. Don says, I do feel for people who have it bad in the world. There's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Dylan Fraser says, I get mad FOMO with days like today. Yeah, I mean, these are the days we've been waiting for. Been waiting for these days. And we deserve it. We deserve better than what we've had. We deserve better. We don't deserve to get obliterated. You know, we don't deserve it. We deserve better. And had we been investing in Apple, we could have doubled our money in 2019. I think about that all the time. So I have to go back to when I started investing in the beginning of the year and think about the way I was thinking. And in my mind, I was thinking that we were going to have another resurrection, and it just hasn't come. And it's been delayed for months. So a lot of people got hurt along the way, including myself, because like Saniva has been a nightmare. You know, they don't have any money. They owe people money. You know, Zenabis has been a nightmare. They've gone from $6 to 19 cents. Like, that's nuts. Like, that's absolutely nuts. So I haven't seen too much stuff like this because the sector's still relatively new. We have really nothing to compare it to. But yeah, it's been a rough ride. It's been a rough ride this year. I'm not going to lie. It's been a rough ride. But thank God I've been making investments all year doing other things. And I've made a lot of money in some of my other investments. But man, cannabis stocks have sucked. They have. Cannabis stocks have sucked in 2019. I love Planet 13, Mark. I think Planet 13's concept of a cannabis environment is the future of cannabis. And I absolutely love the concept of having fun because this plant is supposed to be fun. We're supposed to have fun. Cannabis is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. It's not supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to be anything other than fun. And it's supposed to be healing. And that's what it does. And it shouldn't be, you know, frowned upon. It should be respected. And I respect the plant and I respect the movement. I just don't think I was smart because I got engulfed in the movement so much that it hurt me financially because I made some bad decisions in companies like Saniva that essentially Saniva could go bankrupt, you know. Zenabis too. So far, I've lost a lot of money so far on Zenabis. I have. It's been a nightmare. I know a lot of people that are down on Zenabis, Saniva, a lot of good companies that were considered great companies a year ago, this year are just devastated. Just devastated. But I feel like as an investor, I feel like I'm still learning and I'm going to get better and I'm going to get better because of this. And I'd rather make mistakes now with the resources I've had in 2019 than the resources I'm going to be playing with in 2020, 2021, 2022. I'd rather learn from these mistakes now. And I believe I am. And I believe that sometimes you need to take a big kick in the gut to learn. So it sucks. I'm not going to lie. It really sucks. But, you know, I'm not making those mistakes again. I'm not putting my money in a company that doesn't have money ever again. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. Just not going to do it. Smoking 559 says, Rich, they found THC in my system. They said it's been there for years. I bet they did. Ryan Hannon says, I appreciate you, Rich. Thanks for always showing up. Hey, my pleasure, brother. Shane MJ says, hey, Rich, what's up, bro? You think we hit the bottom? I think the bottom was November 18th. If you look at the charts, I think it's very clear to me that November 18th was the bottom. So we've been coming up a little bit from those levels since November 18th. Now we're at December 9th. So I believe we are starting to show life and We had a nice 3 days a couple of weeks back. We had a nice 3-day run where the entire sector went up 25%. Last week was really rough. This week started green. Hopefully, a week away from edibles, we can see this resurrection because we need it. We definitely need it in the cannabis sector. We all do. I believe that the stock market will continue to be strong. I believe that in 2020, cannabis stocks will be strong, but we need to invest in the best because if we're investing in companies that have tons of debt and no money in the bank, we're taking a major risk. So we need to be very careful and we need to become more mature as investors and invest in the best. Franco says 2020 should be big for MJs. I need a double to get even. It's coming, Cannabis 2.0. Oh, I know it's coming. I just think that we need to be very smart and we shouldn't have to wait 8 months to make money. I'm never going to do that again. I want to make sure that I'm making money on the way down. So this is why I'm launching the Options Academy. So the next time we have a massive crash, I'm going to be buying puts. I want to take advantage of the crash. If we have a massive explosion, which I anticipate, I'm going to be buying calls. So this is why I'm launching the Options Academy, because I'm getting ready to buy calls. If Bitcoin explodes, I want to be heavily involved in Bitcoin. This is why I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm learning options and Forex because I want to be able to make money up and down in the market. I want to be recession proof. If there's a chance to make money up, I want to make money up. If there's a chance to make money down, I want to make money down. If Apple is the hottest stock in the world and it's going up 100%, I'm buying Apple. If Berkshire Hathaway is the best stock to buy, I'm going to buy Berkshire Hathaway. I want to be buying the best. And I want our community buying the best. Macaroni Mike says, I'd have FOMO too if I was a Leafs fan. Yo, man, the Leafs have won 13 championships, just none since 67. We won 13 times, just none since 1967. Don says, that's why I put the CLVS, not a weed company, but I think it's going higher fast. CLVS? I like your picks, man. You've had a really good success so far. Donald Trump says short IIPR, short overvalued real estate. Short overvalued real estate. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Ryan Hannon says, I'm losing over 35K on Xena and Seniva. Yeah, Xena and Seniva have not been good to me, to you, or to many people. I have a lot more confidence in Xena than I do in Seniva. But even Xena, they have a money issue. And that worries me. I'm not going to lie. So as an investor, I need to be smarter. And I think we all need to get better at not investing in any hype and investing in real profitable businesses and protecting our capital. And that was a mistake that I made personally in 2019. And I want to make sure, I never do that again. Dylan Fraser says VFF need 30% to get even, but I keep averaging down. I believe in Village Farms. I like Village Farms, but another company that went up really high, and it's scary when something goes really high because I don't want to buy something really high. I want to buy something really low, but I like them. The question is, where's the bottom? And as a community, this is what we need to do. We need to work together to try to identify the bottom. Five Finger Limited says you learn every day. It's true. You do. And I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend like I know everything. I'm learning every day. I'm growing as a person every day. We're growing as a community every day. And I want to get better every day for myself and for the community. And I believe that we are. And I believe we will continue to. I really do. Gail says short IIPR at what? I'd be careful shorting IIPR. They only have 12 million shares issued outstanding. What are you going to short there? They only got 12 million shares. What are you going to short? There's no shares to short. So I'd be careful with that. Don says, keep in mind that the small company may sell out. Yeah, I think a lot of these small companies are going to have to sell out, especially if they don't have any money. And that's where the big companies come in, buy the small companies at 10 cents on the dollar and bail them out because they're going to need help. Dylan Fraser says, need to make money up and down. I agree. We need to make money as a community up and down. Con C says, Rich, you think CanTrust going to make a comeback? I do. I made a prediction that CanTrust will be back, and I predict they will be back between January and March. I believe that they will receive their license to start selling and doing business again. That's my prediction. We'll see. I hope I'm right. I'm not a shareholder. I hope for everyone that is a shareholder that they do come back. If they do come back, or if I feel like I won't buy it until they come back with a license. I'm just not going to take the risk. But if they get their license, I will quickly try to buy that stock because I think it will skyrocket. Donald Trump says $73 short IIPR, free money. Yeah, good luck there, Donald. Dylan Fraser says IIPR, not a good short. They have very tight shares, and any news, she runs hard. Exactly. Happy Harry Hardon says, Donald, when are you going to come back to California and fix this disgusting sanctuary state of illegals, liberals, progressives, TD victims, and other undesirables? Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. Shane MJ says, took a loss of more than 35K selling, losing small cap cannabis stocks and buying more of ACB, Afria, Hexo. They'll be my winning horses. I hope you get that all back, brother. It's terrible hearing that you're losing in the cannabis sector, but I have friends of mine that have lost millions, literally millions. It's brutal. Dawn says, IIPR is good. I think due to it has real estate. I believe real estate is a safe haven for investors, and I think IIPR has a chance to be a giant. Could it be overpriced right now? Maybe. I'm not the one that determines the price. I'm just hearing from major players on the street that it's going to go up 10x. Up from what price? I don't know. Hopefully it comes down first, that we can all buy it, and then it goes up 10x. I don't know what the price in the bottom is. I'm just hearing from the big boys that it's going up 10x. That's all I can tell you. That's what they're saying. I don't own it. Dylan Fraser says, I'm sorry to say, but I'm green on Zena. Hey, man, don't be sorry. I'm happy you're green. I believe in Zena. I'll be buying more, averaging up. Every chance I get, Zena will become a beast in 2020. I hope you're right, brother. I'm a shareholder, and I hope you win big, my friend. Kevin says, winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. People who avoid failure also avoid success. Robert Kiyosaki. Amazing. I'm a huge fan of Robert, and that's a great quote. And I agree with it. I take a lot of chances in life, and I always will. Dylan Fraser says, but I like Trump, so I'll be watching. Ryan Hanna says, Zena. Dylan Fraser says, Zena, 30 to 50 Canadian by Christmas, $4 in 2020 for sure at the minimum. Buddy, I would be so happy. You have no idea. I'd be so happy. Franco says, I'm down 20K. I sold ACB and Hexo and put my money in Kronos because they have cash and don't have to raise money. Altria is behind them. They are lagging, but it will change. Hope you win, bro. I really hope you win there, man. Michelle says they are high if you think IIPR going to 700. Hey, this is what the big boys are saying. Some big boys on Wall Street are saying it's going up 10x. That's what the street is saying. I'm not the only one. Don't kill the messenger, boy. I just give you guys the messages. I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm not telling you what to sell. I don't own IIPR, not yet, but I'm interested in it. I might buy some calls. I'm hearing calls are the way to go. Apparently, if you buy $9,000 worth of calls and it explodes, you can make 90 grand on $9,000. I like that opportunity. I like those types of plays. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. I'm not going to be talking about any of my plays and any of my trades publicly anymore on YouTube ever again. I'll just keep that quiet, and we'll just keep growing the platform. Ryan Hannon says, been averaging down 50K at 73 cents. Yeah, you're getting at a much lower cost. You got a lot of shares at a much lower cost. If that goes to $2 one day, you're going to be laughing, bro. You'd be sitting on 100K. That's what I'm talking about. And it was at $2 this year. We talk about $2 one day like it's never going to happen. It was at $2 in June. It's crazy. It was at $2 in June. So I would be great to see everybody win like that. What stocks am I currently watching for tax loss season? I'm watching all the stocks. I'm watching the entire sector right now. We're watching everything every day. Our entire community is watching everything from 5G to crypto stocks. Guys, GBTC. GBTC. If you guys want to buy Bitcoin, but you don't want to buy Bitcoin itself, GBTC. If Bitcoin explodes due to Bitcoin halving, GBTC will also explode. So my advice is keep GBTC on your watch list, keep it on your radar. If Bitcoin makes another run to 14 grand, GBTC will double. Put it on your radar, put it on your watch list. Oscar Perez says, Hola amigo, ACB finally found a bottom. Hope so, man. I sure hope so. Richie Rich says, IIPR is not going up 10x, Rich. Once the Safe Banking Act passes, their business model goes out the window and will tank. Their business model goes out the window. Yeah, I don't think you really understand. Don't understand where you're coming from there at all. Very odd comment. But I guess that's what happens when you're an open comment. And it's funny that your name is Richie Rich. I find it funny. Dylan Fraser says Xena market cap 67 million, 124 million in assets. Their share price right now should be double from here from upswing. I think their assets are much bigger than 124 million. I think their assets are over 300 million. I think they have quite a few assets. I think their assets are in the neighborhood of 300 million. I've been to their facilities. They have massive facilities. Massive facilities. William Patterson says, bought a few shares of Solo. Did you sell it? Or are you going to hold? Franco says, all the MJs will bounce back. Don't sell, hold, and wait. Rome wasn't built in a day. I agree with you. Michael Ruggiero says, CGC and Kron, the way to go. Got to follow the big money. What do you think about Mind? Interesting little stock I stumbled upon last week. Not a weak stock. I'll take a look. Thank you for sharing. That's what I want to do here, guys, as a community. Let's share all the picks so we can win. That is what the community I want to build. It doesn't have to be cannabis related. We can make money in so many different ways. Shane says, Rich was wondering if you were buying any cannabis stocks right now. Yes, I am. I'm just not going to talk about it anymore on my show. But yeah, I am. I fully expect the cannabis stocks to explode. But I won't be talking about any of my picks ever again because I do believe that there's shorters that enjoy trying to short my picks. So I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to do it a little bit different moving forward. Don says, I've been looking in on the funny money. I don't understand enough about it yet. Are you talking about Bitcoin? Well, if you want to buy Bitcoin, but you don't want to physically hold it, you can consider investing in GBTC and watch it. And if Bitcoin explodes, GBTC typically explodes with it. Nicholas says, is Patriot One on your radar? Somebody bought 175,000 shares at market at 3:10 p.m. Yeah, I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Ed says, do you believe Zenabis will be as big or almost as big as Canopy one day? Well, they've got the capacity to be as big as Canopy. So I don't think they're that far away from actually being as big as Canopy as far as capacity, but they don't have nearly as much money. So as far as money-wise, Zenabis is broke and Canopy's rich. That's the difference. But as far as capacity-wise, Zenabis capacity-wise could be as big as Canopy growth by next year. That's the crazy part. Without the money. That's the crazy part. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. William Patterson says, I only hold, I don't sell anything. How do you make money if you don't sell? You leverage your stocks? Nicholas says, Meta on the rise as well. Put it on your watch list. Yeah, I've been talking about Meta, man, screaming from the rooftops that this company is going to blow. They're going to open up all these stores, and they're so cheap. So cheap. So yeah, I like Meta a lot. But you never know with these stocks, man. Who knows? But yeah, they look good. Franco asks, Rich, how's your CBD business in the US going? It's going good. I mean, we're working on a whole bunch of deals. We're doing sales consistently. It's difficult to grow a business when you're not in the country. I mean, I'd have a hard enough time growing a CBD company in Canada. Trying to grow it in America from Canada, it's difficult. So it just makes it complicated because there's tons of Canadians that want our CBDs and I can't sell it. So it's just ridiculous. So that's kind of where that's at. Alfonso de la Peña says, you are right, Rich. CanTrust will explode. If they waited to get rid of them, they could have done it already. I mean, look at all the companies that are trading well below CanTrust that are actually selling product like Zenabis. So CanTrust will be back. Ed says, so if everything goes smooth with Zenabis and they start making strong sales at full capacity, shouldn't they be worth over $1 billion market share? Yes. Yes. But they have money issues. So the market makers, they look at the debt, they look at the cash reserves, and they're looking at their burn rate, and they're not making money yet. They're not profitable. So until they become profitable, no market maker is going to believe that this stock can go up and sustain any run because they have no cash flow. So this is the problem. So they need to become cash flow positive as soon as possible if they want to see their stock go up. Gary says, with you 9 months, Rich, may be down but not out from the heart. We're all going up from now. It's hard when I hear people talk about that because I've been doing this for 3 years and there's been ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs and in the cannabis sector. And some people that started 9 months ago, 8 months ago, 7 months ago, 6 months ago, 5 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, they all have losses. And it sucks. And most of them are cannabis enthusiasts, just like me. So they really believe in the sector. That's what makes it suck even more. So when you got people that believe in the sector, they're cannabis enthusiasts, and then on top of that, they're down on their investments, it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. So hopefully we can see it all turn around and the story can change into one where everyone's making money again. Because I've seen that too. It just hasn't happened a lot in the last 9 months, unfortunately. But it will change. It always does. Nothing lasts forever, good or bad. I like gold. I like precious metals. I like gold. I like silver. I like copper. I like palladium. I like uranium. I like precious metals. I like mining properties. I've got a company that I've brought on just recently, last week, that's talking about a mining property, International Montoro Resources. They're looking for nickel. I like nickel. Nickel's actually gone up quite a lot this year. Same with palladium. So I like the precious metals. I think there's a lot of ways for us to make money. And I want to diversify and I want to do them all. I want to be involved in everything that can make us money. Excuse me. Don says there is way too many lawsuits going on right now to buy any weed company. Don, your advice is really good. This is a problem. Right now the entire sector is under fire. The shorters have got a tactic where every time something goes wrong, they put a lawsuit on the company. And they're able to successfully really beat these companies down. And that's what they're doing. They got lawsuits on Aurora. They got lawsuits on Canopy Growth. They got lawsuits on Kush Bottles. I mean, they got lawsuits on so many people. And it's not good for the sector. It's not. Dylan Fraser says, went and looked. You're right, Rich. 378 million in assets. That's better for us. Way undervalued. I must have misunderstood what he was saying, maybe. Well, I mean, I know Zenabis. I look at the financials. I study these companies. Like, I read their financials. I get the financial packages in the mail, and I read them. And I know they also have like 100 million in debt, though. And those assets are not cash. So it's a problem. They need to clear up their 100 million in debt and become profitable and just get rid of this debt altogether. That's what needs to happen. But they were pretty smart in how they raised 20 million, which saved them. And I didn't think they would be able to raise the whole 20 million. I thought maybe they would raise 10 million, 16 million. They oversubscribed. That showed me a sign of, hey, this is not done. And that shows me that they have some tricks up their sleeve still. Whereas a company like Suniva, I've lost a lot of confidence in Suniva. Really, they've been a nightmare. They've been a complete and utter nightmare. Dylan Fraser says lots of nickel too in that Tesla truck. Exactly. And this is why International Montoro Resources is trying to find nickel, because they see that that is the future of electric vehicles. So they want to be able to mine nickel because they know that the future is they're going to need more nickel for all these cars, especially in that Cybertruck. Stainless steel uses nickel, exactly. SPCE. You guys are talking about SPCE a lot. SPCE. Pull it up. SPCE. Who is SPCE? Virgin Galactic Holdings on the New York Stock Exchange. Up 15% today, up 2% post-market on the New York Stock Exchange. SPCE traded 9.7 million shares. Strong buy on bar chart. Up 22% in the last month. Virgin Galactic Holdings Inc. is a vertically integrated aerospace company pioneering human spaceflight for private individuals and researchers. That's crazy. Is this like SpaceX? SPCE, eh? Interesting pick, guys. It's a very interesting pick. I'm looking for that unobtainium on Mars with Elon. Who's in SPCE with me? Is that Elon's company? SPCE? Franco says, Rich, how's the real estate market in BC? Is the condo business booming? Toronto condo market on fire, won't stop. It was slower, but it's starting to pick up again. I actually just closed on a property. So yeah, it's pretty strong. It's always strong in Vancouver. It's steady, and I'm hearing it's picking up. Oscar Perez says, I strongly agree with you when you say believe in sector and the cannabis is the future little by little. Yeah, but just don't put all your money in cannabis, guys, please. It's very risky. Vanilla Gorilla says Zenabis was a wash. Hate to say it. A wash? What do you mean by that? You're contemplating buying Space? Space is a tourism company? Like a space tourism company? Travel to outer space. It's crazy. Franco is saying Tesla is opening up stores in every major mall here in Toronto. Wow. Yeah, they're very popular here in Vancouver. Nicholas says management at Space is quality. Space is Richard Branson's company? Because I saw the Virgin there and I was like, is like Virgin Mobile, Richard Branson? Yo. How do I feel about SoftBank? SoftBank. Please give me the symbols, guys. Give me the symbols because there's so many. When I type in the name, there's so many symbols. SoftBank Corp. Is it SFTBY or is it just soft? Virgin Mobile, yes. Vanilla Gorilla says, watch the similarities between Richard and Elon. There could be some camaraderie. It's very possible. Ross Fleming says, Rich, do you believe in Else Nutrition? I think the future is bright for them, but will take time. You know, Else Nutrition is just like these cannabis companies. They're not profitable. They're not even doing sales yet. So you need to be careful. They're going to go up and down, and we have no control over that. It's just the market makers are going to go up and down, you know, and that's kind of where the cannabis sector is. We have no way to really measure anything when they have nothing because they're just an idea right now with patents until they actually get sales. I think once they get sales, they're going to do very well. I just like to bring them to you first so you guys can watch them, put on your radar, put them on your watch list. But as far as buying the stocks, there's so many stocks to look at. Some of them in the future could be explosive. I want to bring them to you guys first so you watch them, but I'm not suggesting you buy anything because there's so much risk involved in the markets. Everyone has to make their own decisions. I can only just give recommendations based on my own research, my own due diligence, my own gut, and the people that I'm learning from and the people that I'm studying and the people that are giving me picks. So I'm constantly learning and trying to develop my trading strategy to become a better, successful trader. And I think as a community, as long as we continue to get better and learn and invest in bigger, better companies, we will all be able to protect our equity better. Like we could have all made money on Scott's Miracle Grow this year. Could have all made money on IIPR. We could have all made money on MetaPharm Labs. Could have made money on Balance Growworks. Could have made money on Medicine Man. Those were stocks that went up, but everything else went down in the cannabis sector. So you got to be careful. True Leaf. So there are some that have gone up, but there's a lot that's gone down. Vanilla Gorilla says, by wash meaning undervalued and untapped, unappreciated stock. It's true. It's very true. Michelle says, mind up more than that. William Patterson says, there are times I think my screen froze, but it is just you being unbelievably still. Sorry, guys. Want me to move my hands more? Put some music on? Is everyone falling asleep? Do you guys want to hear a song? Wow. Thank you guys for the 55 likes. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys for joining me on your Monday evening. We've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. The time just flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? And we have a lot to celebrate today because we have finally had a green day after so many red days. Somebody just messaged me asking me if I follow Dynaser, DYNA. That was one of the first companies I even talked about on my show 3 years ago. So it's crazy. People are still following some of the picks that I talked about years ago. It's nuts. It's a crazy world, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy world. Where do I think mCloud's price will be in 2 years? I think it has a chance to be a lot higher. That's for sure. You know, these early stage companies, they're early stage for a reason, right? Let them get some really big revenue behind them. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. See you on the moon. So congratulations to everybody for the green gold today, finally having a resurrection. We do not need to panic. Green gold has many catalysts coming. Edibles, cannabis-infused beverages. These are all catalysts that are coming. There's no need to panic. This is Ill Kid, your boy Rich TV Live, saying don't panic. Green gold is here to stay. But as an investor, diversify, 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 diversify. Don't put all your eggs in the green basket. Diversify, 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 diversify.
Rich TV Live.
5G,
Ill Kid.
Bitcoin,
Cloud Ninja on the beat.
tech stocks,
Dope.
Visa, MasterCard, American Express,
Don't panic,
gold,
you don't manage. Looking at all the candles,
green gold.
and we off the handles. It's the heat, cause we bringing all the kitchens
I think
out.
they all gonna explode in 2020.
What you bitching about? Pockets when they jingling, money stay mingling. I'm just getting started, yeah. I'm trying to get the swing
Oh,
of things.
man.
You love the
Federal
green, but you
legalization
hate
in
the red.
America is the
It's like
holy
you love
grail.
the sex, but you hate the head. There's no difference. I finish all of your dinners. That mean I'm taking your place. It's no mistake that you are beginners. You miss me. Rinse
What's
and
up,
repeat.
man?
It's Rich TV. You miss me. I'm the one, Jet Li. It's time that we get popping out. I ain't never stopping now.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the 59 likes. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can have more days like today. Green gold.
Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you stand up all your dough? Just sit back and watch the show. Pray that you'll just strike some gold. Don't panic, don't panic.
It would be nice if we have a green December. A green rush for Christmas.
You hard haters are all fakers. I mob like
A man can drink.
on another song. I don't pause, baby. I don't panic. I just mix it up like Shaka Khan. You stay tripping on the sides like a soccer mom. And when it's on, I transform like Decepticon. I can tell your whole future looking at the devil's palm. You're too weak, bro. Cause you looking at a 52-week low. These are opportunities to seize, yo. No peace, though. I don't cheat. I just move when I cruise to the cheat code. Put the limit in. Stop it if you have to. This is mathematics for addicts to latch to. Rich TV Live, he a swell guy. He'll teach you how to buy low and to sell high. Yeah, I get money because it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, I get money because it's all sweet. You looking at the real wolf of Wall Street. This is how the market goes. It's round and round we go. Where it stops, we just don't know. Don't panic, don't panic. Why you spend up all your dough?
Just sit back and watch the show.
Pray that you'll just strike some gold.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Something has to be done about this. Mr. Attorney, this is what I pay you for. What can I do? Litigation it is. Get the wheels in motion. Quickly.
One trick pony.
ASAP.
I'm out. Peace. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Your boy's out. See you soon. I'll be back.